Do not come to New Jersey without visiting these 8 places. Today, I'm going to lay out the 8 best places you need to visit here in New Jersey to ensure that whether you're just coming in town to visit for a few days or you're thinking about moving here, that you get the full Jersey experience. Hi, I'm DJ Tenhove, and I've been a realtor since 2008. My team, the Tenhove Realty Group, and I have helped thousands of people just like you buy your first house, upgrade to a dream home, or downsize, whether inside or outside of New Jersey, to get closer to family, with hundreds of repeat clients and 5-star reviews to prove it. All right, number 1 on my list is Cape May, and this is not just for you older subscribers. Cape May is known for its beautiful beaches, which offer a range of recreational activities from swimming and sunbathing to beach volleyball. The city is also home to a number of parks and nature reserves, which offer a range of outdoor activities for visitors to enjoy. Cape May is rich in history and culture with a number of attractions to suit all interests. Those include the Cape May Lighthouse, the Emlyn Physic Estate, and the Mid-Atlantic Center for Art and Humanities. There are also a number of art galleries, museums, and theaters to enjoy when you're in town. Cape May is also known for its really diverse food scene. You can go from a super high-end restaurant to a casual eatery to food trucks in town. And if you're a wine lover, this is really a great place to visit with a number of wineries and wine tours that you can do when you're in town too. The next place on my list had an HBO show filmed about it. Can you guess which one it is? Although smaller and less glitzy than Las Vegas, this Jersey destination has one thing that Vegas doesn't have: the beach. Number 2 on my list, Atlantic City. Atlantic City is most known for its casinos, and there are a bunch of really good ones. From table games to poker to slots, there's really something for everybody. But that's secondary to the nightlife and dining options that are here. You could go have a 5-star meal and then catch a headliner and then go out to a club afterwards, because the nightlife here is pretty epic. And like I mentioned, the one thing Atlantic City has that Vegas doesn't is a beach, a real beach, because there are some fake beaches out in Vegas. But with the real beach here, you can surf, you can swim, you can play beach volleyball, you can walk the boardwalk. And that boardwalk is one of the top destinations when you're in town. From shopping to games to exercising, it is a place you absolutely have to hit. And again, that's the HBO show I was talking about, Boardwalk Empire. If you want to see how Atlantic City started, go back and watch that show. Unleash your inner scholar and don't miss this elegant town in New Jersey. Whether you barely graduated high school or not, when you come to New Jersey, you have to visit Princeton. And this is a town you can tackle in about half a day. Princeton's home to Princeton University, one of the most prestigious universities in the entire world. And its campus is a very popular tourist destination, from its beautiful historic buildings to its gardens and parks to its cultural events. The town of Princeton itself is also home to a rich history and culture. And if that's what you're looking for, there are great options here. From Princeton Battlefield State Park to the Institute for Advanced Study and the Princeton Art Museum. Lastly, the town has a really quaint main street, which you can explore on foot or on bike, has great shopping and also great dining options. Number 4. Now, Frankie Blue Eyes, and that's Sinatra if you don't know who I'm talking about, would turn over in his grave if you came to Jersey and didn't visit his hometown of Hoboken. Why? Hoboken is located directly on the Hudson River with the breathtaking views of the Manhattan skyline, which makes it a really popular destination for locals and for tourists. Because it's so close to Manhattan, that culture spills over across the river, and you have an amazingly diverse food scene. From high-end restaurants to street food vendors, casual cafes to grab a cup of coffee or hear an open mic night. And if you're into beer, there's tons of microbreweries in town too. And if you're looking for a bit of history when you're in town, check out the Hoboken Historical Museum, Stevens Institute of Technology, and Sinatra Park. Or catch a live show at one of the many music venues here in town. This destination is where art, music, and beach culture collide. If you're a fan of music and you come to New Jersey, you cannot miss Asbury Park. The cultural center of Monmouth County, and I would argue the entire state of New Jersey, Asbury Park is home to the Stone Pony and tons of other great music venues and great restaurants too. On any given night, you might happen to go into the Stone Pony and hear Bruce. Yes, Springsteen, we call him by his first name here, performing under a stage name, testing out some new music. Or you could happen to catch one of the many headliners that are in town, for example, at the See Here Now Festival, which has become one of the East Coast's biggest summer music festivals. This year, the 2 headliners are the Foo Fighters and the Killers. My mom's car got trashed at this famous New Jersey destination. If you're an adrenaline junkie, Six Flags Great Adventure is a must visit here in New Jersey. From King to Ka to Nitro, there are some of the tallest and fastest coasters in the entire world at Six Flags Great Adventure. And if riding these coasters isn't necessarily your thing, you want something a little bit slower, there is a safari, and I'll get to that part in a minute, and a full water park also. When we were kids, my mom took my sister and I to the safari at Great Adventure. And this was when you still could go through it by driving in your own vehicle. Now they put you in a military transport vehicle with a bunch of other people to be safe. But at that point, we drove through in my mom's Lincoln Continental. And when you get to a certain part, they tell you to make sure that you take extra precautions, because we got to the monkey part and 10 monkeys jumped on my mom's car and ripped the antenna off of the Continental, which if you remember at this point, this was when antennas still went up and down. And they started tearing through the canvas roof on the vehicle. It was like a scene from Planet of the Apes. I guess we probably should have followed the instructions and put the antenna down before we got to that section of the park. If you're a roller coaster fan, comment below with what your favorite coaster in the US is. This Jersey destination is truly the last of its kind and can't be found anywhere else in the country. Number 7 is the Pine Barrens. What the hell is the Pine Barrens? The Pine Barrens is a large forested area in southern New Jersey. When I say large, I mean large. It's 1 million square acres of pitch pine forests and cranberry bogs and clear streams. It's basically its own unique ecosystem. The Pine Barrens is home to a tremendous array of wildlife and plants. It can also be a great place to adventure outside because you can actually ride ATVs through the Pine Barrens. But it has a rich cultural history too. This was originally where the Lenape Indian tribe settled, and then eventually after that, the European settlers used this for a timber industry. Today, the Pine Barrens remains a popular destination for locals and tourists alike, from recreational activities outdoors, hiking and camping, and bird watching. 90 million people can't be wrong about this absolute must-visit spot in New Jersey. The last one on my list is a personal favorite, and honestly, the main reason why I still live in New Jersey. Check out our next video on why 90 million people flock to the Jersey Shore every summer, and why you can't visit New Jersey without seeing the beach, even if it's wintertime. If you're thinking about moving to or just visiting New Jersey, you're in the right place. Click the link in my bio to learn more about the 10 Hove Realty Group and how we can help.